Wow, these are some crazy, crazy news. So my boy Smack is debating, hosting Summer Madness 13. Debatably URL's biggest card, bruh. Smack White himself debating on whether or not he should host Summer Madness 13. The new host for Summer Madness 13 for URL is Norbes. Norbes will be hosting URL's Summer Madness 13, bruh. Smack, bro. Don't give up, bro. Fight back, bruh. ARP's been fighting back for multiple years, bro. Fight back. Smack, don't throw in the white flag, bro. I know these are tough times right now, but don't give up, my man. Let's talk about it. All right. Let me stop the cap. My man Norbes is not actually set to host Summer Madness 13 for URL. Even though, you know what I'm saying, my man Norbes is trolling because he said, I got you, Troy. I'll pull up after the tweet came out. I know we all saw the tweet by now. Smack posted a tweet, bro. And everybody started going bananas, bro. This is one of the craziest things that I've possibly seen happen, bro. Because when we think URL, bro, and when we think URL, we think Smack. When we think Smack, we think URL. But more specifically, bro, when we think URL and their big cards, bro, the Nombes, the Summer Madnesses. Now, it's understandable, right? If Smack chooses and decides to not host a regular small card, like Outside or Traffic or one of these cards, right? That makes sense. Cool. It's not a big card. It's not a staple in the culture. It's not one of these like Summer Madnesses and Nombes. It's not none of that, right? But dig this. Smack put a tweet out, bro. And he says, I might not host Summer Madness this year. I just want to be in the crowd and enjoy this event as a fan. Question, who do you think I should have host Summer Madness? Now, you could take this one of two ways, right? The way I take this is Smack is facing a lot of backlash right now, bro. Not Smack, well, Smack, yes, but specifically URL and the URL business, bro. The way that I see this, or what I see happening right now, bro, is you got to think. Gnome Impact was a dub. I mean, first and foremost, we got to take into consideration the business and what's been happening over at URL for the past year or two, bro, specifically after Caffeine has come into the picture. There was a point a few years ago where URL was giving us so many battles, bro, we didn't even know what to do with it. We didn't even know what to do with all these events and all these battles, bro. So many. Month after month after month, battles after battles, events after events. 3 years later in 2023, bro, budgets are cut. Caffeine is no longer nearly as involved with the URL as it was. We got battle rappers like Loso talking about they missed the Caffeine times where they were able to get booked card after card, bro. Battle rapper after battle rappers coming out talking about the shady business over there at URL, how they don't book them, how they don't treat battlers the way they're supposed to be treating them, and blase, blah, bro. Battle rap has been going downhill, specifically over at the URL for the past couple of years, bro. All of this, I'm certain, has been affecting Smack. But Smack is a strong guy, right? He doesn't really address the drama or the controversy too much, or hasn't over the course of the past few years, up until recently. So he started lashing out at people like K-Shine on Twitter. So now he starts putting tweets out saying, I might not host Summer Madness this year. So we got to take into perspective before we even get into specifically what this or why this is happening, what's been happening with battle rap and the URL business for the course of the past few years, specifically, because we know that the shady business has been going on for much longer than the course of the past few years, but specifically the past few years have been extremely revealing and telling of the status of battle rap over at URL. Absolutely has been. So we got to think, all of these things have been impacting Smack, bro, specifically in the business of URL for multiple years now. At the same time, now we got lawsuits with Norbes. We got situations with RBE. You know what I'm saying? We doing all these other things outside, you know what I'm saying, with the courts spending all this extra money. Bro, URL is drained, bro. Smack is drained, bro. This is what I get. I'm still explaining what it is that I get when I read a tweet like this from Smack. Smack is drained, bro. Now, when it comes to this specific tweet, what I think is happening specifically with this tweet is there's been so much criticism. There's been so much backlash regarding this Summer Madness card, bruh. There's been a lot of negative opinions. There's been a lot of people saying Summer Sadness, this ain't a Summer Madness card, this ain't this, this ain't that. It ain't what it's supposed to be, bruh. This is not a card representative of how big this card is supposed to be. This is not representative of the fact that this is supposed to be a staple card for battle rap as a whole, bro. We got ARP giving us Ill Will versus Hitman, A-Verb versus A-Ward, Young Ill versus Big K. Bro, we got Remy Ma making her first mega announcement for her upcoming card. I Do What I Want, Geechee Gotti versus Easy the Block Captain, bro. And then we got Summer Madness. It's supposed to have the biggest names on the card, the biggest battles. We got T-Top versus Av. Tay-Rock versus Av. Hollow versus New Jersey Twerk. T-Top versus, was it Fonz? Or T-Top versus John the Don. Fonz versus Shotgun Suge. Now, I'm not saying, me personally, right, that these are not decent battles or whatever the case is. But when you think Summer Madness, these are not the type of battles that we think. We think big name versus big name. We think matchups that make sense, a grudge match cards and battles that people want to see. I don't necessarily remember anybody asking for a New Jersey Twerk versus Hollow to Dawn. Not to say that it's going to be a bad battle, but that's not something I recall anybody asking for. I don't recall anybody asking for some of these battles. And then we take into consideration too, like Av and Tay-Rock, that's going to be the headliner. These guys are friendly, buddy now. That's how it is over at the URL. Can we even trust that these battles are going to go as raw as they're supposed to go? Can we even trust that these battles are going to be as real as they need to be? Can we trust that Av is going to be able to talk about the things he wants to talk about in a battle? There's so many things to take into consideration as to why this type of card is getting so much backlash. But the fact that this card is getting so much backlash, that's where I wanted to take this. When I read a tweet like this, I think Smack understands that this isn't a great card, bro. I think that Smack understands that this isn't the best card, bro. And I don't know if Smack is going to feel proud enough, bro. I don't know if Smack is going to feel proud enough of the card and of these announcements and of these names, bro, to want to host the event. That's what I get when I read something like this, is that I don't know if Smack is confident in the fact that these aren't, or in the fact that these are good battles. Smack might simply not want to deal with trying to control the crowd if they're booing or if they have a negative reaction to something, or he probably doesn't feel like doing none of that stuff. So Smack is probably not very sure or unsure of the type of criticism or feedback that this card is going to get. I mean, as of right now, he knows that the criticism and feedback is not positive, which is one of the reasons that he's probably debating whether or not he should host this card. But that's absurd, because Smack, when we think Smack, we think URL. When we think URL, we think Smack. So why would Smack not host the Summer Madness card, bro? This is a staple card. It doesn't matter what announcements are on there, bro. That's yours. You should be up there hosting the battle. Now, the other thing that I might get from this is Smack might try and pull some kind of surprise or something and have some type of celebrity host the card. But again, I just simply go back to the point of when we think URL, we think Smack, bro. When we think Smack, we think URL. So Smack, y'all wanted to put these battles together. You know what I'm saying? This is what y'all wanted to give the culture. So take pride in what you're about to give the culture and take whatever feedback and criticism comes along with it. Let's not try and run away from the situation, bruh. Smack, you need to be up there hosting Summer Madness 13. But Smack responds because after he puts that tweet out, obviously, there's a bunch of people that are talking about the situation, talking about speculating as to why Smack is not going to be hosting the card or blase blah. What could it possibly mean, right? And Smack responds. He says, Summer Madness 13 is a fire card. I'm excited for Summer Madness 13. I put money on it will be one of the best cards this year in the entire culture. I'm taking all bets. So Smack's response tweet to his most recent tweet and the response to it by the culture pretty much is the opposite of what I'm trying to say. Because what I'm trying to say in this blog is Smack probably doesn't feel confident that it's going to be a dope card and that the culture or the crowd is going to receive it the way he wants them to receive it. But in this text, he's saying, and he's doubling down, saying Summer Madness 13 is a fire card. I'm excited for SM13, and he'll put money on the fact that it's going to be one of the best cards of the year. He's taking all bets. So that completely contradicts why I believe it is that Smack is not going to be hosting Summer Madness 13. Whether or not he'll be hosting it or not is still up for debate. I still believe that Smack is going to be up there hosting Summer Madness 13. I don't know why he would put a tweet like that out. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just trying to stir up some controversy because he's seeing that, you know, controversy sells and he understands, you know what I'm saying, the more talk around something, the more viral it might go and blase blah. Because all this does in reality is it makes bloggers talk about it. It makes people talk about it. The media talk about it. We talk about it now. You know, Smack not doing Summer Madness 13. Oh my God. Now there's a bunch of more conversation, you know what I'm saying? A bunch more curiosity around the event. So it could simply be that type of stunt. You know what I mean? Because I don't foresee Smack not hosting Summer Madness 13. Unless Smack is really, really feeling like defeated by the criticisms, the critiques, the judgment of the culture, bro. So let me know what y'all think is really going on here, bro. Do y'all think Smack is not going to be hosting Summer Madness 13? Do y'all think he is? If he's not, why do you think he's not trying to host it? Let me know what y'all think, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.